Yar! Welcome aboard the Cringe. I'm your captain, Joey Joey, and today we are working on episode 405. Good morning, everyone. We are right at time change for a new day. I think this is the closest that I've ever done this to a new day. So, not sure how this is going to work. Beverage of choice this morning is coffee, and I'm on my third cup. Cool. So I did not play any before we got started. So we need to eat coconuts. And today is going to be a Captain Island. I'll be visiting my son. He's going to be pretty excited. He's got a Nintendo Switch 2 coming. He had my old Switch. And I just decided to upgrade before the time. Or before they go up in price. In the States, they go up in price in September. So I wanted to do that beforehand. My only problem is I didn't get the free game. So I have a standard Switch. But that's fine. It'll be good for him. I can always pick up another copy of a game. So that doesn't bother me any. So good morning, everyone. I appreciate you being here. Ooh. Pirate dress. I'll put that in storage. Alright, so not much is going on for me other than visiting my son. So I'll be there probably through about noon. First weed. I don't know, he'll be pretty excited. I downloaded a game he wanted, Grizzly and the Lemmings. So, it was a $40 game. But that's what he was asking for, so. Yeah. Alright, I'm not sure if I know this. I probably do. Alright. I figured as much. So the good thing is, he has a TV that's in the activity room. And they have a place where they can put the Switch behind a case so he can't damage it. Which is good. He likes to break things. A lot of children on the spectrum are very similar. So I'm okay with that. You know, once you've been a parent with a child with severe autism, you kind of understand and expect those things. So I bought it with a warranty. GameStop has a pretty good warranty. Most of the time they can fix it. And if they can, they will. And we're going to only pick up flowers today. The ones that I can't stand. So, and we'll go here. Alright. Okay, Red isn't here. We get to visit him on his island. First fossil. He also has a large selection of video games. So, the staff is pretty good with him. And I gotta be honest, it's, you know, it's a pretty solid place. The employees are pretty cool. I know most of them. My son's been there for 3 years. So, some of them feel like family. And, you know, So that's always helpful. Oh, let's put that back. All right. Let's try that again. There we go. And we're going to push that back. Let's try that again. Put away. I have limited time, so this is the perfect time to make all these mistakes. Yeah, I added him to a family plan and on the Switch, so that way I can control what he has and what he doesn't, and it allows me to add credit to his account. I had to be a little deceiving on his age. So I put that he was born at a different date, because you can only have a parent account for somebody under 18. Which is silly. Especially in, you know, the opportunity of a special needs situation. I'll leave that be until tomorrow. All right, let's get moving. I think we've already found our weeds. And we should be 2 fossils into it. And it did rain yesterday. So you can see the flowers have bloomed. And so we might have an extra gyroid or 2. We already have that bug. Nice. Even better. So yesterday I was talking that there is some rumor that there might be another update for the Animal Crossing game. I don't know how much I believe that. It's just speculation. And while I would like it, you know, I'd prefer to see a new game if I had my choice. But I'll take whatever they give us and be happy. We already have that bug. We don't need to worry about it. All right. We should be good to go. All right, nothing new other than flowers. And we'll take that one with us. I can always dump these on the other island. Let's go bury the tree. I say bury. Plant the tree. It's kind of funny. Everybody has their own way to play. And their own kind of catchphrases. Alright, so we're going to go back and go visit Captain. Nice. Like I said, we'll plant the flowers on the other side. So. Lots of summer shells. That's a wiggler. All right. So the new Grinch game is going to be coming out soon. And I want to play it. I played the other one. So it's Grinch Saves Christmas. I think you have to go back and put away all the toys. So in the first game you take them all. And the second game you give them all back. So I think there's going to be a list of toys you have to give. So I don't know if it's going to come with, let's do this. Okay, so fruit. Put that away. Hold. That was silly. Put it away. Alright. Open. Drop. There we go. This helps clear everything. Put away. All right. Replenishing the coconuts. Is that a wiggler? Nope. Get that. Or bottle. Drop. All right. That should be for coconuts. Now we need to see what else we have. Yeah, so I picked up the Switch 2. They gave me $100 off the new one. And, which is, you know, that's essentially buying a Switch. So, you know. That's pretty good. So we got a Switch 2 for the same price. And then I had to buy all the accessories. So we ended up right about $500 a US. So after I bought the screensaver, I bought a charger for the Joy-Cons. Because his Joy-Cons or his Switch is going to be behind a cage. I had to buy a separate charger, so they didn't have to open it every time. It just makes it easier on the staff. And so, you know, it's a pretty big deal for him, so I was okay with that. Yeah, we're going to drop that. I want to make it easy on the staff because he can be difficult. You know, so I want to try to make it as easy on them as possible. Today we have to set up the internet. So that'll be fun. Yeah, so I was kind of pleasantly surprised to know that the family plan does not require a geographical location. So you're not locked to a certain router, right? The family router, you know. So for cases in children living in separate households, it makes sense. So one parent can pay for the membership and the other parent can, you know, support that. So it's pretty cool. It's always helpful. All right. I think we're good. I think I'm going to get some wood just to be safe. We don't really need it. But we're here. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to have a couple of extra ones. We're running a little behind today. Yeah, his house staff is really cool. Like I said, I feel like I've known most of them for a while. He's been there for about 3 years now, a little over. Put that away. All right. So we already have fruit. We've already checked this area. We'll run through it again. So we're waiting on 2 fossils. And let's double check. Yeah, I still have fruit. Beautiful. Well, I like the fact that the flowers are growing, but it's a pain. So we'll accept that for what it is. And I can see I'm going to have to clean some of these up. I should put a walkway here. There we go. We're good, though. That's why I say bury it. All right, so we already know we have to come back. All right, there's nothing here. Let's go sell some of these. Perfect. Now it's going to come up with shells. Nope. So anyways, my son will have a good day now that he has a Switch. He had one before, but now he's got the big one. I'm going to buy the exercise game, the sports game. I'm going to pick that up. So, you know, they have bowling and that kind of stuff. And so I think my son will enjoy it. He likes Dance Dance Revolution or Just Dance. So he likes all of those things. Okay, we already have that bug behind the chair. And I think that's our last one. Yep. We gotta go to the beach, clean up the beach. Gonna be a gyroid. I remember early in the gameplay, we were eagerly waiting for the new ones. And then I found out how easy it was to craft your own. So, pretty silly looking back. And I was surprised how helpful the community is. A lot of people in the community kind of told me you could craft your own, so that's a better thing. I like this gaming community. A lot more respectful of each other, so I appreciate that. And that's our last one. All right. Let's go to the museum. If I can walk. So I have a Switch 2 Joy-Con. Okay. Never mind. Perfect. We're not going to do that today. I'm kind of running a little behind. Get our free money. All right. Let's go here. I also have to fix my deck. I took off the handles, like the banister area. I took off the top. The top wood was getting kind of nasty. So I'm going to take care of that today. Good for now. So I have to paint the top. I usually paint it before I cut it, or cut it, then paint it, and then put it on. So that way it's sealed before. Yeah. And if I ever have to do this again, I'm going to switch over to the plastic wood. The that new decking. I did for one of mine already. just not ready to replace the decks yet. So I have a little ramp that I replaced, and I did that with. Wanna fly? All right, here's for a new statue. Our last statue, the motherly. I'll be so happy when that's done. All right, we already did that one, so let's try this. All right. And let's do this. Yeah, I could give about 9,000. I'm not going to. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to leave you here for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.